the moment the body enters a natural state of healing. Hello, my friend of shared destiny. Every night, an incredibly subtle and special moment takes place inside you. It does not come when you are absorbed in work, nor when you have just awakened to greet the dawn. It is those few brief and fragile minutes right before you actually drift into dreams. In that moment, a biological miracle begins to appear. Your heart rate leisurely slows down, your breath deepens, and the nervous system quietly leaves its state of vigilance to step across the threshold of recovery. This is the golden window for the body to activate its most powerful natural healing mode. But my dear friend, there is a regrettable truth. Most of us are losing this sacred moment every night without even knowing it. We step into bed with a phone in hand, with a mind heavy with thought, and a body still braced after a long day of labor. Then, a paradox occurs. Your physical body has lain down, but your nervous system is still standing up to keep guard. And once the signal of safety has not been granted, the great healing workshop within can never begin its mission. For centuries, Zen masters have understood this secret. They knew that the body inherently possesses extraordinary self-recovery wisdom, but it needs you to empower it and create the proper environment. In today's video, we will explore the secret that monks have long preserved, understand clearly why the body only heals deeply in a certain state, and I will hand over to you a simple 3-minute ritual to fully activate the natural recovery process starting tonight. Ancient wisdom on the instinct of recovery. Join me as we step back in time, seeking the deep stillness within ancient monasteries, where the rhythm of life is not swept away by the world's haste. There, Zen masters spent most of their lives observing the breath and the silent operation of the physical body. It was in that pure environment that they identified an extraordinary truth about the human capacity for self-recovery. The monks noticed that fellow practitioners who entered sleep with a mind of letting go, unattached to worldly burdens, often recovered their energy many times faster. They did not only wake up with a light body, but their wisdom became clear, rarely ravaged by exhaustion or prolonged stress. From this, a core belief was established. Our body is inherently a miraculous workshop capable of self-healing without any coercion. As night falls, the body's natural wisdom begins to perform its silent mission, repairing damaged cells, regulating the hormonal system, and soothing the nervous system that has worked hard all day. However, ancient masters also issued an important warning. This deep healing process can only occur when the body completely exits the state of vigilance. If your mind, upon lying down, is still heavy with worry, still replaying arguments or anxious about the future, then deep inside, the nervous system is still sending a clear message. Danger is still there. We must be ready to fight. While this survival signal exists, the body will immediately slam shut the door of recovery. It will prioritize mobilizing energy to maintain alertness, rather than repairing tissues or balancing vitality. Deeply understanding this law, monks developed a special ritual before sleep. This ritual is not aimed at creating healing through the will, but is actually a subtle art of declaring a ceasefire for the nervous system. It helps clear the fragments of thought, opening wide the door for natural wisdom to freely perform its sacred work, bringing you back to a state of original health. The intersection between the laboratory and the Zen Gate. Surprisingly, what Zen masters saw with their inner eyes centuries ago is now being clarified by modern science under the most advanced microscopes and brainwave monitoring devices. Sleep laboratories in the United States and around the world are gradually confirming a truth. Night is not just a time for rest, but a grand total overhaul of life. When you sink deep into slumber, the body is not as still as it appears. That is when growth hormones are powerfully released to repair damaged tissues. The immune system is strengthened to prepare for new challenges. And especially, the brain's purification system begins to operate. Like a dedicated team of sanitation workers, your brain silently removes neurotoxins accumulated after a long day of thinking. It doesn't stop there. The brain also performs an incredibly complex process of organizing memories, processing emotional fragments, and rebalancing the entire nervous system. This diligent work in the darkness is why, after a true deep sleep, you wake up feeling the knots in your heart untied, your mind clear, and your body full of vitality. However, modern scientists have also discovered a vital prerequisite. The body only truly activates this deep repair mode when the nervous system is shifted to a state of rest and restore, that is, total rest and recovery. This is exactly where science and ancient wisdom meet. If you step into bed in a state of stress, even if you close your eyes, your heart rate remains high, your breathing is still shallow, and your muscle bundles have not truly let go, then the brain misinterprets the signals. It assumes you are still facing some potential danger from the surroundings, and that this environment is not yet truly safe. To protect you, the body prioritizes maintaining a survival state, keeping you at a high level of vigilance and minimizing resources for deep recovery. It is miraculous to realize that, without any machines or complex scientific equipment, ancient masters thoroughly understood this sophisticated operating principle hundreds of years ago. They understood that safety in the mind is the golden key to opening the physical body's healing workshop. Modern science is simply striving to use the language of data to reprove a truth that practitioners have long known by heart. Authentic healing only begins when fear and vigilance completely vanish. Invisible barriers in the modern bedroom. Looking at the bustling reality we live in, there is an ironic truth that even when sitting on the most expensive mattresses, most of us are manually slamming shut our own healing doors. Instead of spending the final moments of the day soothing the soul, modern humans unconsciously bring the entire volatile world into bed. My dear friend, try to be honest with yourself. How many nights do you fall into slumber with a phone still glowing in your hand? How many times before closing your eyes is your mind still busily scrolling through news, checking final messages, or fretting over tomorrow's unfinished tasks? Many of us even have the habit of replaying conversations from the day, agonizing over an incomplete word or an injustice just experienced. All these seemingly normal habits are actually a maintain vigilance command sent to the nervous system. Imagine your body like a car that has been brought into the garage and turned off, but for some reason, the internal engine is still roaring, continuously burning fuel throughout the long night. Physically, you are lying still in bed, your eyes closed, but deep inside that shell, the nervous system is in a state of high activation, ready to react to any danger brought by anxious thoughts. In this stressful state of idling engine, your body is completely unable to shift into natural healing mode. It cannot pour energy into repairing damaged cells or clearing brain toxins, because every precious resource must focus on maintaining alertness and processing flowing streams of stress. This is why so many of you, despite strictly following the rule of 7 or 8 hours of sleep per night, wake up at dawn feeling body aches and a heavy head, as if having just gone through an ordeal. That exhaustion is not because you slept too little in terms of time, but because your body never received a true safety signal to begin the work of recovery. You are sleeping in alarm, rather than sleeping in the sacred letting go that Zen masters have always taught. The art of non-intervention. Secrets from the Zen Gate. My dear friend, standing at the threshold of aging and the inevitable changes of the body, we often tend to try harder to be healthy. We seek remedies, exercises, and force ourselves to sleep with the desire for an instant result. But the wise ones of old viewed recovery through a completely different lens, one much more silent and tolerant. Monks believe that healing is inherently not an action you can effortfully create with a forced will. In reality, it is a natural process that will automatically manifest the moment you truly stop obstructing it. Look at nature to understand this wisdom. A stream will naturally become clear if we stop stirring the mud at the bottom. A wound on a tree trunk will naturally scar if it is not further disturbed. The human body is the same. It possesses a deep wisdom and an incredibly powerful instinct for self-repair and self-balancing. That creation gifted from the beginning. We do not need to teach cells how to repair. We only need to give them an environment peaceful enough to work. The secret that monks have preserved for thousands of years is the insight into silent energy. They realize that the vitality within us always yearns to be revived. But in the modern pace of life, we inadvertently keep our bodies in an endless loop of vigilance. Even in sleep, we unconsciously grip onto worries, bracing ourselves to carry responsibilities and fears. This persistent holding on is the most solid wall preventing the natural flow of healing. Because they thoroughly understood this law, Zen masters do not teach elaborate or physically demanding methods. Instead, they pass down a ritual so simple it seems unbelievable, taking place for only a few brief minutes right at the bedside. The sole purpose of this ritual is not for deep meditation, but to send an absolute safety signal to every cell and nerve fiber. It is like a sacred passport, allowing the defensive system to rest and whispering to the body, all is complete. Now, you can truly let go. When this safety signal appears, the nervous system performs a spectacular shift, from a state of defense to a state of total relaxation. That is when the door to the great repair workshop within is officially flung open. You do not need effort. You do not need to try. You do not even need to know how it happens. As long as you stop the intervention and return the power of operation to the body, the self-healing process, what the masters call the miracle of stillness, will silently operate and nourish your vitality throughout the long night. The 3-minute ritual, a peace command for life. To begin the journey back to your inherent healing instinct, I invite you into a sacred space right on your bed. This is not an exercise requiring effort, but a peaceful covenant between mind and body. Only 3 minutes, but if you perform it with trust and letting go, you will see your body respond with the gentlest miracle. Minute 1. Breath and the bond of peace. Begin by lying very still. Let your body be naturally stretched out, soft like a stream, finding its way back to the ocean. In this first minute, you do not need to try to change anything. Just be a silent observer, directing your attention to the flow of air entering and leaving the nostrils. After a few natural breaths to familiarize yourself with the stillness, gently perform a small change. When you breathe out, actively prolong that breath a little, so the exhalation time is longer than the inhalation time. Do not force the lungs. Do not brace yourself. Let the exhale flow leisurely like a sigh of relief after a long, tiring journey. This act of prolonging the exhale is a biological code sent directly to the vagus nerve. When the exhale is longer than the inhale, the brain immediately receives the supreme signal. Everything is safe. The enemy has retreated. Now is the time to rest. Immediately, the parasympathetic nervous system will rise, your heart rate will leisurely slow down, and a sense of enveloping peace will begin to spread throughout the chest. Minute 2. Listening to the symphony of the body. When the breathing rhythm has become soothing, we move to the second minute, the minute of pure listening. Now, expand your attention to your entire body, but please do not focus on any specific point of pain or discomfort. Feel your body as a unified whole, being fully supported by the mattress beneath. Feel the weight of your shoulders sinking down. Feel the warmth radiating from your palms and the relaxation silently creeping into every muscle bundle, from the crown of your head to your heels. When you observe the body with such a tolerant and non-judgmental attitude, the brain will automatically stop playing the role of the harsh supervisor. In daily life, the brain always tries to control and warn of pain, but that very over-control creates a stress loop that prevents the body from self-repairing. In this second minute, when you simply feel without intervening, you are removing the final break, allowing the natural self-recovery processes of the cells to be reactivated most powerfully. Minute 3. The state of non-action, the final laying down of the sword. And then, we reach the most important turning point of the ritual. Minute 3. The minute of doing nothing. This is the spirit of wu-wei, non-action, that Zen masters always preserve. In this minute, I invite you to perform the boldest act of consciousness. That is to stop all effort, including the effort to go to sleep. Do not try to check if you have relaxed enough. nor wait impatiently for sleep to arrive. Ignore the breath and let it enter and leave according to its own rhythm. Let your body breathe for itself, operating the wisdom of nature without the direction of consciousness. Just be present there, gentle and transparent, letting yourself drift into the absolute quiet of the black night. Monks understand that sleep is not a destination you can enter intentionally. Sleep is a falling. To fall, you need to let go of all gripping points, including the notion of, I am sleeping, or I need to be healed. It is the moment you truly surrender everything, no longer craving or observing. That is when the door to the deepest healing is opened. In the darkness of doing nothing, your body will silently perform its most sacred mission, rebirth. The trap of craving. Why the harder you try, the further away it is. However, my dear friend, in the journey to find this stillness, there is an invisible barrier that our minds often set up without knowing. That is the trap of craving and surveillance. After completing the instructional steps, many of us have the unconscious habit of opening a third eye to silently observe ourselves. We ask, do I feel relaxed enough yet? Why has it been exactly 3 minutes and I don't feel sleepy yet? Or, is my body really being healed as the teacher said? You need to understand a truth. This very act of monitoring the result is a new form of stress, much more subtle and discreet. When you try to check if you have achieved a state of peace, you are actually waking up the supervisor in the brain to go back to work. As long as this supervisor is awake to measure and evaluate, the nervous system must maintain a certain level of vigilance to report the results back to you. And while vigilance exists, the door to deep recovery remains locked tight. Healing, according to the wisdom of Zen masters, never takes place under the strict watch of the will. Your body is like a shy child or a beautiful forest bird. It will never freely play or spread its wings if it feels a stern pair of eyes staring at it. Our physical form only truly begins its grand overhaul when it feels completely free. Free from expectations, free from the measures of success or failure of its own owner. The most common mistake is not performing the ritual with wrong technique, but bringing the mindset of must achieve results to bed. If you view these 3 minutes as a task to be completed to gain health, you have inadvertently turned the resting space into a high-pressure construction site. Therefore, the secret for this ritual to truly touch the depth of the cells is the total letting go of the results. Tonight, allow yourself to not be able to sleep. Allow yourself, even after finishing, to still have some agitation in the mind. It is exactly when you accept and no longer chase away wakefulness, no longer monitor the body, that the true sense of safety appears. And then, without you calling or waiting, healing will find its own way, like a cool, silent stream overflowing through your soul in the middle of the night. When stillness becomes the ultimate remedy. My dear friend, true Zen masters never believe in illusory miracles or mysteries far removed from reality. Their wisdom lies in understanding a simple yet great operating principle of nature. The human body was designed to heal itself. It is a primitive instinct, a recovery program pre-installed in each of our cells since the beginning of time. But for that miracle to truly manifest, we must provide the body with a proper environment. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do for your health and vitality is not to try harder, but conversely, to learn to stop holding on to too much stress. You need to understand that healing is a state for us to return to and enjoy, not a stressful action for us to occupy. Just 3 brief minutes each night before closing a long day. A very slow breath to soothe the vagus nerve. A moment of complete letting go to release the mind from the shackles of anxiety. When you dare to lay down the sword and trust in life while you are fast asleep, your body will silently and dedicatedly do what it always knows how to do best. Heal itself in the silence of the black night. Tonight, grant yourself the privilege of that peace. And to wake up tomorrow morning, you will find yourself reborn in a fresh form and a soul filled with the light of awareness.